Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar is a wonderfully refreshing reimagining of the DS classic, capturing the spirit of the original while polishing nearly every system. This entry stands out as one of the strongest on the Switch thanks to a streamlined town layout, intuitive shortcuts, and the welcome return of windmill crafting, making day-to-day farm life smooth and enjoyable. Its relaxed atmosphere is elevated by a charming soundtrack that shifts beautifully with each season. The game's pacing leans energetic rather than laid back, driven by the weekly Saturday Bazaar, your main source of progression. Selling crafted goods and hitting revenue goals unlocks everything from storage expansions to higher quality livestock, making each week feel meaningful. Multi-season crops and late-game greenhouse potential add rewarding planning depth, though ore rarity in early seasons can slow down important upgrades. Grand Bazaar shines with its freshness and star quality systems. While reseeding crops to raise quality can feel demanding, the permanent boosts from nature sprites are smart, satisfying investments that tie the entire loop together. Festival wins let your best crops and animals exceed standard limits, giving dedicated players a strong sense of progression. Relationships require patience, with heart events gated behind increasingly complex requests, but they give long-term purpose and unique rewards. Even after reaching the final Bazaar rank, the game stays engaging through quality maxing, collecting, cooking, and deeper character bonds. This remake delivers a vibrant, enduring farming adventure, thoughtful, busy, and consistently rewarding for fans of the series. Kamaeru, a frog refuge, is a delightful and profoundly cozy sim that turns ecological restoration into a deeply rewarding experience. You step into the shoes of Cleo, a young woman who trades burnout for nature, joining her friend Axel to establish a vital frog sanctuary and transform depleted biomes back into thriving utopias. The game's charm lies entirely in its stars, the frogs. Your mission is to document roughly 500 unique combinations for your frog decks, befriending them by carefully observing and catering to their preferred bug diets. This is more than just a photo op though. What elevates Kamaeru is the brilliant bioscore mechanic. Every element you introduce, from ponds to plants, must contribute to the biome's ecological balance. Throwing the ecosystem out of sync will halt the arrival of new species, forcing you to make mindful, strategic choices about sustainable growth. You finance this restoration by harvesting plants, processing them into artisan goods like jams, and selling them for upgrades. While the crafting minigames and human side characters are a little simple, the core loop is mesmerizing. Kamaeru is an essential cozy title that manages to be both intensely relaxing and quietly profound in its statement on biodiversity. Locomotto is a delightful journey that hooks you immediately with its warm, expansive world and incredible atmosphere. The lo-fi chill-hop soundtrack is arguably the star, wrapping the soft, pastel-colored 3D environments in hypnotic, gentle beats that make the entire experience feel instantly calming. Gameplay centers around two rewarding cycles: customizing and upgrading your own train, and driving it across surprisingly plentiful maps between towns. As the engineer, you'll pick up passengers, serve them refreshments, and engage with the tightly designed community by assisting citizens with deliveries and collecting materials like wood and fabric. This questing and crafting loop is highly compulsive and wonderfully purposeful. The well-written dialogue brings the characters to life efficiently, keeping the pace brisk as you work toward the greater goal of saving your hometown Baronpire. Locomotto offers a thoroughly relaxing and engaging experience where exploration, train management, and community service blend perfectly. Wylde Flowers blends cozy life-sim gameplay with a warm, story-driven atmosphere. Tara Wylde returns to the island of Fairhaven to help revive her family farm and uncover a magical heritage waiting beneath her grandmother's home. The island immediately feels welcoming, filled with fully voice-acted characters who bring personality, inclusiveness, and emotional depth to everyday interactions. Farming, fishing, gathering, and crafting are simple and accessible, creating a relaxing daily loop. Days are spent tending crops, exploring town, and building friendships, while nights introduce gentle magical tasks like learning spells and brewing potions. The game keeps progression smooth and pressure-free, offering new discoveries without overwhelming objectives. Its biggest strength lies in its heartfelt world. Fairhaven's residents come from diverse backgrounds and share stories that feel genuine and meaningful. These relationships naturally enrich the experience, giving the island a sense of community and warmth. With its charming art style, inviting tone, and balance of farming and magic, Wylde Flowers offers a cozy, uplifting journey perfect for players who enjoy relaxing life sims with a strong narrative focus.
Hey Kim, I'm Tara. I just moved here from the city.
Now, it's up to you to discover the stories of this world and restore the magic.
Disney Dreamlight Valley is a delightful life simulation game that perfectly blends cozy gameplay with iconic Disney magic. You're not just playing in a Disney world, you're living among your favourite characters, watching Moana dance on the beach, or listening to Donald Duck's hilarious tantrums as they stroll through your customizable village. The core gameplay is a relaxing mix of farming, crafting, fishing, and cooking, all tied together by quests that steadily unlock new characters and themed worlds accessed through the central castle hub. The game excels in its freedom. Everything from houses to furniture can be moved, making personalization intuitive and fun. The standout feature is the cast. Characters are beautifully animated and expressive, making every interaction, whether cooking with Remy or adventuring with Maui, feel authentic and lively. With daily tasks, rotating shop items, and continuous free updates adding new characters and stories, there's always a compelling reason to return. Disney Dreamlight Valley offers a warm, bustling, and rewarding escape that will enchant fans of Disney and life sims alike.
And mysterious corners of this world, both above and below the ground.
Little Kitty Big City is a sweet and incredibly charming life sim / adventure game where you take on the role of a kitten who has accidentally fallen from a high-rise apartment and now needs to navigate a small, detailed city inspired by Japanese towns to find its way back home. The game captures the essence of being a mischievous cat. Players can spend their time exploring, pouncing on birds, knocking objects off ledges, tripping up pedestrians, and using a dedicated meow button. It's a very chill experience that is best enjoyed by taking your time to soak in the environment. The kitty starts a bit clumsy, but progresses by gathering collectibles, shinies, for a crow, which unlocks better climbing and other abilities. The city map, while small, is densely packed with funny characters, featuring great writing, side missions, and cute accessories like collectible hats. Little Kitty is an adorably fun, low-stakes game perfect for anyone, not just cat lovers, looking for a few hours of light-hearted, cozy exploration and feline shenanigans. Haven Park is a delightful, cozy, open-world adventure where you step into the tiny boots of Flint, a young bird tasked with repairing and maintaining an island park that your grandmother can no longer manage. The core gameplay is a simple but satisfying loop of gathering resources like wood and metal, crafting amenities, beds, food carts, decor, and revitalizing 12 forgotten campsites spread across the map. As you bring the campsites back to life, quirky and charmingly blunt visitors will arrive, offering feedback and light-hearted quests like hide and seek. Visually, the game is a treat. A visual delight with saturated landscapes and whimsical design elements reminiscent of A Short Hike meets Animal Crossing, but on a smaller, more focused scale. It's designed to be a non-intimidating, innocuous reprieve. Developed by a single person, Haven Park is a true labour of love. If you're looking for an ambient game to turn your brain off and recapture a feeling of childishness, Haven Park fits the bill beautifully. It's a charming, quick romp that will leave your outdoors-loving heartstrings plucked. Spiritfarer is an emotionally resonant resource management experience centered on the afterlife. You take on the role of Stella, the ferry master for departed souls, accompanied by her feline companion. Your objective is to discover and transport spectral passengers across the water to the Everdoor for their final transition. Developed by Thunder Lotus Games, this title skillfully blends the serious topic of mortality with magnificent graphics and intricate characters. To progress, you must continuously enhance your vessel by gathering supplies and currency on your travels. The heart of the gameplay is tending to your onboard guests. You act as their confidant and provider, satisfying their needs to boost their morale and utility, as some possess skills for the workshops you construct. This involves an extensive, hands-on fabrication and cultivation system that is unusually gratifying. Your connections with these personalities are deeply felt. They represent diverse outlooks on accepting their demise, creating genuinely powerful and unforgettable moments when you finally assist each one in crossing over. Ultimately, Spiritfarer is a stunning, deep adventure encompassing friendship, construction, and profound themes. It's highly recommended for anyone seeking a beautiful, thought-provoking journey.
Zelda meets an ethereal creature called Tri, who gives her a mysterious staff called the Tri.
Zelda Echoes of Wisdom puts players in the shoes of Zelda herself, exploring Hyrule in a charming, chibi/clay-style world, reminiscent of the Link's Awakening remake. After a rift swallows Link and part of the kingdom, Zelda must escape, confront shadow monsters, and restore the stolen pieces of the land and its citizens. Gameplay blends puzzle solving, exploration, and creative use of the Tri-Rod, allowing Zelda to capture items and enemies, manipulate objects, and even harness Link's powers in sword fighter form. The freedom to experiment with mechanics like binding and reverse binding encourages inventive approaches, turning each encounter into a tactical challenge, rather than a fixed sequence. Graphically, the game is vibrant and inviting, with eye-catching dioramic environments and bright colors. Sound design and menus borrow familiar touches from Breath of the Wild, creating an immersive Zelda experience. The non-linear structure lets players explore, find dungeons, and approach bosses in multiple ways, emphasizing strategy over raw heroics. More than a traditional Zelda adventure, Echoes of Wisdom transforms Zelda into a tactician, anticipating moves, planning outcomes, and choosing the right tools for the task. It's a refreshing perspective on Hyrule, blending beloved series mechanics with a bold new narrative and gameplay focus.
Allowing her to forge ahead when the path is blocked, strike down enemies, or battle alongside Echoes.
Wytchwood is an adventure title wrapped in a dark fable, where you assume the role of an elderly witch whose cozy swamp life is interrupted by a contract-demanding demon goat. Your quest? To collect 12 wicked souls in exchange for waking a mysterious sleeping maiden. This game is fundamentally a crafting simulator with RPG elements. Armed with your grimoire and tools, you'll travel through distinct areas, swamps, forests, and farmlands, constantly gathering materials. The process involves using your witch eye sense to discover reagents needed to craft potions and spells to outsmart the wicked souls. The hunt for each soul unfolds through a series of mini-quests where you piece together their fable via the stories of the villagers they've encountered. Your journal keeps track of the ever-growing to-do list, which you can manage by focusing on one soul at a time to avoid confusion. The game is divided into 14 chapters and takes approximately 10 to 15 hours to complete, depending on how much time you spend exploring and resource gathering. If you enjoy charming, story-rich indie games centered on crafting and cozy exploration, like Spiritfarer, Wytchwood will surely enchant you with its rich atmosphere and intriguing characters. Unpacking is a uniquely chill, zero-stress puzzle game that transforms the mundane task of moving into a powerful narrative experience. Unlike competitive titles like Tetris, this game focuses on finding the right place for everything with no rush or penalty for wrong moves. The game is structured around 8 major life moves organised by year, from the main character's childhood in 1997 through adulthood. Through the items they own and the new environments they move into, a dorm, a shared house, a new home, the game masterfully employs environmental storytelling. You learn about their hobbies, travels, relationships, and career simply by unpacking their possessions. The gameplay involves emptying boxes and meticulously arranging items in the new space. While you can place things anywhere, there are unwritten rules, clothing in closets, kitchenware in cabinets, that trigger a helpful highlight if an item is truly misplaced. The real depth comes from the meditative detail of the arrangement. You may spend hours perfecting your organization, turning handles out or grouping specific books. The pixel art visuals are superb, featuring top-notch detail and precision that makes organizing objects a tactile joy, particularly with a mouse. Finding hidden stickers by placing items in specific ways adds a small layer of reward and collectability. Unpacking is an incredibly soothing experience. It allows you to decompress while connecting with the unseen protagonist through their accumulated belongings. It's highly recommended as a perfect game when you need to relax and reflect on life's milestones. Coffee Talk is a wonderful, relaxing, and optimistic visual novel that perfectly captures the vibe of a small coffee shop in an alternate world Seattle. Here, mythical creatures like elves, werewolves, and humans coexist, and you play as the owner and barista. The core of the experience is deeply engaging as you listen to the patrons' conversations and occasionally craft drinks for them through a minigame. The game's personal stories are its true strength, offering thoughtful reflections on real-world issues like career, relationships, and social acceptance by using the fantastical setting. The writing is enjoyable and often funny, making it easy to grow fond of the characters. Visually, the game is a delight. The beautiful pixel art pays homage to classic 90s visual novels while maintaining a fresh aesthetic. This charming presentation enhances the cozy atmosphere and makes the world feel vibrant. Overall, Coffee Talk is a thought-provoking and charming game that provides a fantastic, immersive atmosphere. It successfully weaves together social commentary and slice-of-life moments, leaving you fully invested in the unique lives of its patrons. Campervan Make It Home is a pure serotonin hit for anyone who dreams of hitting the open road. Developed by Malapata Studio, this cozy title brilliantly blends the satisfying organization mechanics of Unpacking with the wanderlust of van life. The core gameplay is delightfully simple. You travel to breathtaking scenic locations, from lush grassy fields to mountain peaks, and turn your compact van into a home. The freedom is fantastic. Not only can you organize your interior with satisfying precision, watching clothes hang up automatically is a joy, but you can also extend your living space outdoors, setting up picnic blankets and cozy nooks right in nature. Visually, the game is a treat, featuring crisp, authentic graphics that make every item feel real. The atmosphere is perfected by an incredible sound design that mixes soothing nature ambience with a functional in-game record player. If you are looking for a stress-free, creative escape that lets you live out a van life dream, this is the perfect journey to embark on. The Wandering Village is a breathtaking fusion of city-building strategy and Studio Ghibli-inspired art. It stands out in a crowded genre by delivering a truly unique premise. You aren't just managing a static town, you are the chief of a tribe living on the back of a colossal, wandering creature called Onbu. This dynamic setting replaces traditional seasons with changing biomes. As Onbu travels, you must adapt, researching specific crops for different environments, collecting water from the air, or fishing when crossing oceans. The gameplay loop is deeply engaging, requiring you to not only manage your villagers, but also care for the creature itself, building a bond by managing its hunger and health. With a massive array of buildings to unlock and customizable game modes, ranging from intense survival challenges to relaxed, immortal settings, the game offers fantastic replayability. If you are looking for a nostalgic, visually stunning experience that feels like stepping into a classic Miyazaki movie, The Wandering Village absolutely deserves a spot in your gaming rotation. If you're seeking a constructive way to ease into your day, Pocket Nook is a fantastic solution. This pixel-based interior creation game for the Nintendo Switch offers a tranquil alternative to consuming news or social media, making it an excellent boost for your mental well-being. The game is a purely creative sandbox where you design virtual spaces. You start with a blank room and are given a huge catalogue of elements, including over 80 surface textures and countless decorative objects, from furniture to plants and tiny characters. It's an easy and accessible way to exercise your artistic side, even if you don't typically engage in visual arts. The experience is entirely stress-free and meditative. You can spend time meticulously positioning items until the room is perfect, all while enjoying the background's relaxing ambient soundscape. It perfectly distills the pleasure of detailed organization without any pressure or objective beyond your own imagination. Love Ghosty is a charmingly cozy simulation game where you play as a newly departed, wholesome spectre tasked with becoming the manor's resident matchmaker. Under the guidance of your mentor, Ghostina, you learn that ghosts have the important job of making romance bloom, boasting success rates far surpassing modern dating apps. The game is inspired by the relationship mechanics of the Fire Emblem series, centering the experience around growing bonds and conversations between the manor's 12 residents. This offers a huge variety of potential pairings, with 66 different couple combinations to explore, unlocking special story images as relationships deepen. Your days are managed using action points, which you spend on setting up dates and assigning tasks from the chores board. You can increase happiness, advance relationships, and even reward residents by helping decorate their rooms. You'll use your collected items for interactions, or you can sell them on the ghost internet to purchase nicer gifts. You monitor all this progress through a detailed menu, tracking resident personalities, tags, happiness levels, and relationship progress, hearts. The game is designed for high replayability with a New Game Plus option that fast-tracks relationship development so you can easily explore all the potential pairings. Love Ghosty offers a delightful and unique spin on the dating sim genre, blending interaction, customization, and relationship building into a single, light-hearted experience.
That concludes our episode for the day. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive a notification about the latest game deals and updates. Thank you for tuning in. See you in the next video.